It's a pretty big item. Zephyr just completed an Abyssal Blade.
So they got to just try and find a way to pop the Aeon Disc on Puck first. Where is that damage that's going to actually poke? It feels like it needs to be a lucky
charge
coming through from Ana.
Smoke hasn't popped just yet. He's got a lot of map control up into the high ground. Instantly going to try and bring them down, but they've been able to isolate the Wolves on here at the moment. They'll get rid of Zephyr. Meanwhile, Savage going to try and turn to deal with Cuckoo. Again, the Slark is having a free fight. He gets the dash. Cuckoo tried to TP out, but he won't be able to do so. As they're going to be cautious about the Slark now. He's stolen way too much essence for T1 to be able to address him. And Savage recognizes this. He's going to pounce into the middle. Deals with Ana, but tops him. He's a completely different beast. Still with the Aegis for another 30 seconds, and it looks like Talon will respect this.
I was thinking maybe they might have gone for the glimpse play inside of the base, just if Thompson put himself out that little bit too far. Makoto, I think he was going for it, diving in super deep, but another one team fight this time around. That Static Storm, the Aghanim Scepter, means that no cheese is able to be popped. No BKB as well on Ana. Of course, a Glyph out here. An okay job of pushing out these waves, but not good enough. Refused aggressively as well by Talon. They want to make this push happen. They want to invade some high ground.
They're cautious. They force out the buyback. Instantly Cuckoo with the finger on the trigger. He sees it jump in. He's not messing around. There's no chance for Talon to look to bring down his carry in this game.
Thompson? A little bit deep on your own, my man. I know you're a good player, but... Thompson?
Look at the BKB. He's not going to be able to bounce out.
With the bashes.
They've got the coil leash as well. Thompson, he'll break it and he'll be alright.
Top lane's pushing in. Bot lane's pushing in. Someone's got to do something. With all of that vision from the illusory orb, or maybe they could have gotten the glimpse, but still on cooldown for a couple of seconds. Now KP's in as well. He wants the refresher for himself. Just to be able to get that double roar off. Even more Hawks, more dive bombs coming through. Be able to pop that Lincolns.
Double roar control is just going to be so much lockdown for the Slark.
But what if it was triple? What if it was triple if they had a refresher?
I keep looking. I think every minute I go back and look if that shard is still in the pit.
Get into the Abyssal Blade as well for Savage. More of that vital lockdown. Right one, again, going for the clutch plays. You gotta go for that sort of stuff, right? Even if it's just popping the Aeon Disc, it means that the next fight is actually winnable, but have that consistent lockdown to be able to kill Makoto if he's got that to be able to play around.
I think for T1 in a lot of these fights, the supports you got to kill them. The Sharp Through and Earthshaker are giving them way too much lockdown. It's going to be a little bit different now, of course, with the refresher on the Beastmaster, but this is just props to Q and along with Hyde as well with their itemization. Like Hyde, he went 8th Lens Blink to help with his positioning. Q, again, Blink Shadow Blade, Force Staff as well. Aeon Disc, another defensive item. Like, they are just recognizing these heroes have to play so far in the backline to make sure that T1 don't get this numbers advantage, because that's the name of the game for them. The Thompson to get the Earthshaker, replicate more than likely, blow up the support, and then go from there as Ana's playing with fire.
Just gets the blink away. I mean, to me, it's Hyde specifically. Like, Q obviously is influential with the Shaker. He's level 20 now, so he's got even greater Fisher range, but Hyde is the one.
Bounces out the bash as well. He doesn't get the attribute shift, but the hook from Ana, it'll break the coil. First roar, they're set up for the second roar as well. Do they have the damage to be able to kill off the Morphling? Echo Slam dropped on the dome. They'll get the kill, but they committed a lot for the first life. An instant buyback and Talon, they're happy with that. They'll get out, and there is a gigantic win condition now for the side of Dire.
Half duration on the Roche respawn as well. No one chose to check it. It just had the possibility of respawning. Actually be the first one to do so. Having another usage of all those roars would be absolutely phenomenal for KP if he's able to get that one. It does cause them to commit a lot, and that D in the bottom rune. Have to imagine that that's going to lead to whoever sees it first want to check that Roche pit. It's going into Radiance on Ana. Just trying to provide a little bit of that dodge coming through as well.
Ana?
Hey! They've just scouted it with the Hawk as well. There you go. Gives it to Thompson. My worst nightmare is fulfilled with all these buttons that I would have to press if I was playing as Morphling, but Thompson's a different beast. He would have no trouble at all.
And what's the call? Ana very far forward. They're going to look to jump in and try and deal with the Pudge for the moment. Savage bashes out. They've been able to isolate him. Static Storm's going to get dropped as well. They want to take Ana out of the team fight, but they're going to be cautious about Thompson. He brought back Prior. Operation Keep the Morphling alive, but the coil, it won't allow him to get into the middle. Talent, the discipline gameplay. As soon as they see the buyback, they're going to look to retreat. But in fact, Makoto hits into the middle. And Aeon Disc will buy him some time. He's able to get out to the left. Meanwhile, inside the river, Ana
on his own.
Just brought back. Ana, not like this. Cheese, it will not matter. He's got another round of the BKB. Thompson's here as well, but the Echo Q into the river, but they might still be able to get Savage. Slark's gone. T1, can they do it? At 3 against 5, Thompson against the world. Makoto should be able to kill off the line, but can they catch up to the Morphling? Gonna look to TP out of the triangle. They don't have any vision of the Morph at the moment. The Thompson will escape, but Talon, into the Roche they go.
That's the safe play for sure, especially with Savage buying back. Level 28. Scale even further, but Makoto, man, he is doing so much this game. He went into the Remnant's Brooch as well, so there's no even defensive items that they could look to go down in terms of the Ghost Scepter, just to try and prevent Slark from getting in onto them. No Nullifier picked up just yet. It's just doing so much damage against the Morphling. If he's in the full Agi form, if he hasn't popped the BKB, it's just really significant what Makoto's able to output here. Take the negative scepter on him. Now look at the net worth on Makoto, man.
Back shot he's got.
Yep.
Oh,
eat it. Eat it.
I gave it to Slark, I think.
Oh, Slark needed more vision at nighttime.
Alright, now on it for 50 seconds. See what Savage wants to do. An early use of the Shadow Dance. The longest cooldown. Makoto's just going to be up to space making. Does he have Aeon Disc back up? 15 seconds. They're probably going to need to somehow pop the Aeon Disc and then look to play the team fight afterwards. Or you can just wait for the barracks and have Ana spawning up shortly. Should only be... I don't even think they'll get the full set.
You'll be happy enough with the Valiant. We're at the stage of the game where... Oh, Cuckoo's
into trouble. Nice waiting whip into the fissure. Savage going to jump under the tier 4 towers. They're going to try and turn to deal with KP instead. The Aeon Disc protecting up the Beastmaster for the moment. They're going to toss him back inside the base. KP protected with the cheese, but he's falling lower and lower. They can't even kill off the Beastmaster though until Ana jumps into the middle. They've got the damage finally to secure the kill, but Savage is out to the right side. A 1-for-1, but can they go back in on Talon? You've got the Age's advantage still, but Thompson is isolated inside the lane. Static Storm's going to get laid down. Ana's going to jump into the middle as well. They don't have the damage to deal with Thompson, but the Essence shift, it's starting to sack up, and Savage is just doing too much damage. Thompson gets away from out to the left side, but Savage, he'll pursue him down. And Bounce is there. He's going to be cautious though. He's going to be cautious here on Savage. He's got the Aeon Disc. They might be able to kill off the first life, but can they kill him a second time? And it doesn't look like that's the case. As Makoto, he's had a completely free fight. This puck has done so much for Talon in Game 1, and that is a big reason of why they will be victorious. Game 1 going the way of Talon.
Makoto beyond godlike, the old greedy mid that, Gabby was liking to say, but he was anything but.